Robin.
Oh, yeah. Coming into the studio, Otto from Otto and George. Otto. What's up, Otto?
Hi, everybody.
How you doing there, Otto?
Hi, Mr. Anthony. Hi.
Doing good, yeah.
How was your party? I heard it was good. Two
Yeah.
squad cars, not too bad.
Not too bad, too.
Nice.
A couple of girls taken out in the rolled-up carpet.
Really?
Brought to the landfill.
Yeah. You know,
that's
the
cool.
Colonel gave one Coke that was too pure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love Philip Seymour Hoffman. Is she all right? They're fucking dragging her out with blood coming out of her nose.
They're just so little.
The forehead, my favorite scene is the forehead take when he pulls his cock out at the pool. When
Yeah.
he's so formal, he goes, I heard you have an enormous cock. May I see it, please?
May I see it?
And then you just hear, you don't see it, but he shoots his forehead back about 8 inches. That's his only reaction.
Yeah, he
I've never
just
seen that, a guy do that.
Yeah, he
It's
lifts
so
his
subtle.
brow up, his forehead just kinda
His
goes-
forehead tightens up, and that's the entire reaction.
I've done that before in scenes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, you haven't,
Yeah.
Chip.
So I haven't seen. I always have like jokes, but then I'm not on the radio. You guys get to say it like the date and stuff happens.
Yeah,
but-
it's kind of handy.
yeah, and then I'm here like 6 months later, and I
6
sound
months for the joke.
pathetic, dated, weak jokes. Schnook that I am. But I did want to say congratulations to our troops. They finally killed Ben Vereen. That's all I had. Sorry. And then George goes, "No, it's Ben Laden." Oh yeah, him too. Sorry.
George.
That's why I'm not at the cellar.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And you got the summer haircut, Otto, I see.
Yeah, I said, I went to the barber. I said, give me the George Clooney look. So the guy shaved my fucking head.
Oh, you didn't
I
want
go,
this?
George Clooney doesn't look like this. He said, well, he would if he came in here.
That's actually the Jim Norton.
Yeah, you're doing
It
the
is
Jim Norton.
sporting.
the Jim
I
Norton.
got tired of my gray hair, and I'm not going to dye it. I was just talking to Jimmy about that. And, yeah, it's very comfortable. You know, I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about it in the morning and shit.
So easy to wash.
I've been making people laugh for 30 years, and fucking Chaz Bono is like just a superstar now, just for
Yeah.
lobbing the tits off and spackling the cunt shut. You know, she looks like a fucking John Candy with smaller tits. Fuck, at least she doesn't have cock breath anymore. But
Doesn't she look like Chris Penn? She really
exactly. Yeah. After his death, I know.
You take that tree away from my daddy.
You stop pointing that penis at my daddy!
Yeah, Cher couldn't be reached for comment, but she was seen skiing towards a tree in Colorado. Thank you, Mr. Will.
You would think she would have had an open mind about this whole thing, but she kind of
She
doesn't.
said, "Oh, that's fucking Trish."
She's warming up a little
she
bit,
said
but
she misses hearing her daughter's voice. That it's now like, "Hello." Wait, I'm sorry, I gotta turn
She
this
does have that
fucking phone off
that
here.
deep voice now. Oh my
Yeah.
God, what a wreck!
Trish is always giving me shit because I complain when I get up to do this show. I go, man, I'm so tired. She goes, stop it. Once a year, you got to get up. Like she thinks I get a full night's sleep. She doesn't know that.
and
2
then
in the
she's
morning,
calling you
I'm-
while you're on the air.
I
in
do
the
it.
morning, I'm standing over her bed holding a ball-peen hammer. Thinking about that. Oz wasn't so bad. It'd be worth a little piece of quiet here. Split her fat head open while she's sleeping. Gives me shit because I want to sleep another half hour. Who doesn't?
If it's any
Cranky.
consolation, every morning I
Yeah,
get up and
are
think
you?
that.
It doesn't get
I'm
easy.
like, I don't want to get up.
No.
Do
I
you
don't want to
set your
fucking.
clock so you get to like?
4 alarms on my iPhone.
But I mean, do you give yourself that extra half hour by setting it earlier?
Yeah, I set it way earlier, and then it's 4 alarms that are set like maybe 5 to 8 minutes apart.
Really?
And yeah, because I need that I need to wake up in gradual segments.
You should have
it's like
the
coming
bank
out of
president
stasis.
stand next to your bed. As much money as you've given them, just have him stand there and nudge you.
He
with
can
suit
nudge
on.
me.
Go it's time.
Giving him enough cash.
Anthony, Anthony, wake up.
Yeah, it's
We need more of your money in the
bank
bank.
president guy.
You know what the horror is, though? Kenny calls me every day promptly at 4:50.
He did?
He calls me. Yeah. And it's my iPhone, so I have a picture of Kenny.
Oh, God.
So my alarm goes off first. One alarm goes off first. And then I grab my phone, and I shut the alarm off, and I hold the phone in my hand as I'm nodding back off a little bit.
Yeah.
So then the second it vibrates before it rings, I hit the sound thing so it doesn't ring.
Right.
But I turn and I get a vision of Kenny's big face. Kenny's the first face I see in the morning. That
God.
fucking Frankenstein is the first thing I have to look at.
Why don't you change it to like a playmate or something?
Exactly.
Because then it would just be more disappointing going, hello. You see that fucking face. It's just like, it wakes me up. It makes me think, ugh, okay. It's no more getting asleep. It's like a nightmare.
Assembly outfit he's wearing today.
Assembly.
Yeah. So well coiffed and ironed today.
Yeah, but he picks the worst colors.
Yeah.
He wears suits, okay, but he picks the worst color suits.
He does.
That's the picture I have of Kenny when he calls.
Dopey cop. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. His angelfish profile.
Is that fucking horrendous?
Angelfish.
Who came up with the angelfish?
Jay Moore. It's the best line of the century.
Jay Moore.
Kenny looks like an angelfish.
That is brilliant.
An angel.
Yeah.
Fuck him up, find him.
Oh,
Hi, Roland.
Roland's
hey,
in.
Roland.
Hey, Roland.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Hey,
What's going on there, Roland?
Thank you, my
what's going
pedal.
on there?
Let's
You all
see
right?
what
Good?
fucking
Things are
albino
good?
pubic hairs you're having for lunch today.
No,
Hey, what? I hear there's a premiere going on today, or a screening.
Adorable.
What's it for?
X-Men.
For X-Men, right. That's what I heard. No, I can't go. I got shit to do. I just heard about it.
you weren't invited by Roland, you mean?
No, I wasn't. I had to hear about it because I never go to them.
No, I sent to everybody.
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
How was the Malcolm McDowell appearance? I didn't get
it was really. It was.
I was just trying to get on Roland about it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Malcolm was great.
Yeah. Was it like
Yeah.
meeting a beetle? It was like.
Yeah,
huge
it actually
crowd.
was. It was and he was really cool and shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't an asshole.
Did you bring up Clockwork Orange?
Oh,
We kept
just talking
talking
about it like
but
crazy.
Only
Yeah.
if and oh lucky man.
Yeah, we didn't really bring up Clockwork. We didn't feel the need to.
Yeah, really?
It was.
You must be a little tired of that being the only movie that people. Because
I love Clockwork.
300
Maybe not as
movies.
much as you guys, but
Yeah.
I only saw the movie for the first time recently.
Really?
You know what
Within
the
the last couple of years.
It's
I
amazing.
fucking
It's
love
so-
it.
it's
Yeah, I don't really.
You know what the
perfect film.
fucked up
Yes.
thing is?
Yeah.
So
Think
visually-
about 40 years. That's a 40-year-old movie.
Yeah. Right.
Think about walking in somewhere and having to talk about something you did 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And be like passionate about it and shit.
Yeah, God.
You know, obviously, I know we're all a little younger than Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
But picture that much time and like, what did you do? Is that all right? I rode my bike to the store.
But hold on, he's different than other
Fun.
guys though because he's really still into it.
Yeah.
I don't think he was faking it. I think he really still has the passion for that movie.
No, he's very
fuck
proud
yeah.
of it.
But
He's
we've
very
had guys
proud of
come
it.
in and like, yes, that was 30 years ago. All right, enough.
It made him a legend. Though.
Yeah, but not
Yeah,
Malcolm.
absolutely.
Malcolm,
It's like the great.
Otto, he was doing
Movie.
lines for the movie.
He was?
He didn't have to
Really?
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he signs autographs like Vidywell.
Yeah, video well.
Video well.
What did he?
Fucking
What
cool.
lines did he say for the movie? Like
We had him do a couple for Eric, our producers. One of our producers.
Oh,
we had him
we got-
goof on E-Rock a little bit.
Yeah.
But
We
just
have
during
guys-
the interview, he was throwing out.
Oh yeah,
lines.
he did.
He imitated Dim, too.
Oh yeah,
He did?
we did a little singing in the rain, just talking through it. No, we didn't.
man,
I wanted to
Yeah.
sing it with him, but I didn't have a heart to ask.
That was good.
so great.
Yeah, I would love to have just sang that while he kicked me.
I got to see that in a movie theater in a re-release. They used to have these theaters in New York that played old movies.
Yeah, so you could
It's
see
great.
him
Yeah,
on the big screen again.
Much better.
I did
Yeah.
see it once too on the same thing like that. It was
Yeah.
like a release like in the late '90s or whatever they did it.
Same thing with 2001. There's nothing like seeing that on a big screen. It's very
Yeah.
boring on a television.
Yeah, you
it's
need that
dreadfully
big
boring.
spectacle.
Yeah.
Fucking
Really
it's-
do.
Yeah.
Bond movies too. You have to see on a big
Yep.
screen. But a lot of movies you could see at home. You know.
I think it's especially before they came out with widescreen.
Yeah.
Like, what an insult to a director to not like letterbox it at least
Yeah.
or something. Like when they show it in fucking
It looks too
that
cramped.
oh,
What do they
it's
call
just
it? Pan and scan.
yeah.
Pan
They
and
use
scan.
either pan and scan or they just cut the edges off.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid
Or it'll
watching
just
like
be like a candle in a restaurant scene and two noses. Yeah, that's what the director was going for.
yeah, that was the look he was
A movie
going
about
for.
blue
You know what?
candles.
You might as well
truthfully.
change
Yeah.
the fucking dialogue.
Yeah.
Like, not only the curses, which are an abomination also, but, like, you might as well just change the dialogue and the fucking lighting.
Yeah.
You're changing the way the director saw this fucking movie to fit it into your dumb, dated, you should get a new TV.
The directors
Exactly.
are the assholes.
Yep. Exactly.
They know that the movies would have lived on TV, so they should have fucking filmed them differently. Fuck the directors.
Oh,
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
They knew it was going to go on to TV.
Well, the TV people should have fucking done it
They couldn't figure that
the right
out.
way.
Like a movie like Lawrence of Arabia was shot in that 70 millimeter with like 3
Cinemascope.
Projectors. Yeah, 3 projectors to get the image on the screen.
Wow.
Oh, really?
So,
Wow.
Yeah, it was such the Ben-Hur, you know.
Yeah,
they were trying to
Ben-Hur.
get people to stop watching TV and come to the movies. They had to.
Wasn't it those curved screen kind of
yeah, it was
cinema?
amazing.
Was it Cinemascope or?
Yeah, 70 millimeter. The fucking film was like this wide.
Yeah.
The strip of film was like this wide.
Jesus
35
Christ.
millimeters like that.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Amazing.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's not a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just the edited for television
Sorry
version.
about I was supposed to. I called Jimmy to come to the cellar, and Trish was just like, "You don't network enough. You should be there all the time. You don't kiss ass. That's why, you know, because there's been like a little drought in the stand up for me anyway lately." But she just kept breaking my balls, and I said, "All right, now I'm not going." I was like, "Forget the whole thing." Yeah, yeah, we had a good time, but the city sucks, man. Fucking $27 for 2 beers. I go, did I break something? I'm just fucking walking this bar. It's $27. Fucking mother. Yeah, find a lump, catch cancer.
That's right, man.
Oh my God, Danny's got this
Cinemascope.
this thing up where they're showing what a movie looks like in regular television, and then what it's supposed to look like.
That first example was really fun.
Yeah, this is hilarious. What is that, for Seven Brides for Seven Brothers or something? And then look at all that's missing.
God, you're missing all that.
Like the director and the fucking director of photography
4
and just
brides and a hoof.
yeah, it's supposed to be. It's like you're missing so fucking much. I can't stand any movie that is still formatted for a regular shit little television set.
Wow.
It's like, I don't get, they're so cheap right now. If some fucking asshole can't afford it, they deserve to die.
Well, aren't they shaping TV sets in the form of...
Now they're getting even bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is amazing. Yeah, Ben-Hur is one of those movies where if you're not watching that widescreen, you're an idiot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, it's an amazing fucking movie.
Oh, look at that.
Look at what you're missing, the pan and scan. Pan and scan my dick.
Yeah, I know. This really is
good. A horse's face. Look.
Yeah.
It's
very tight shot of the
It's
horse.
Sarah Jessica Parker starring in Ben-Hur.
Yeah.
It is a crime.
I think it takes so much away from fucking shit. That's why it is cool to go when they show them back in the movie theater again. Because we saw something recently. It was just not even. It was Back to the Future.
Really?
Go see Back to the Future
On
in
a
the
big
movie
screen?
theater. It was kind of cool.
very cool.
And I've seen it like 1,000 times on television, and even in a widescreen television. But then when you just see that shit in the theater, it kind of brings you right back. You know.
For the Ziegfeld, for a while was doing that. They like, you go see Apocalypse Now, re-released. Fucking great. It's so different.
Yeah, it is. You don't realize what you're missing. Remember years ago too, when you saw a movie in a movie theater, that was it.
Yeah.
It was, you never were going to see it like that again.
Yeah.
It was just, you'd see it maybe like 5 years later on Channel 5, Creature Feature or something.
Isn't that amazing?
We don't know how good we have it now. You can just own any movie you want, pop it in.
Just go to
anytime
fucking
you want.
Netflix and pop it on anytime you want. You know, you're not the slave. I remember looking through the TV guide. It's like, I love that movie. And you'd have to... And if you weren't there when it was on, you fucking missed it.
That's true.
You had to be home when it was on.
You had to see the Wizard
and it was
of Oz.
like a year. Every year you had to wait for certain movies. You're right.
How about Star Wars?
Gay is that way?
How many?
To watch that
How many years
movie.
did Star Wars take? I would
From
love to know.
77.
Is there any way of finding that out?
Wait, you want to know when it aired on TV the first time?
Yeah, because I remember when I was growing up, you would start counting down because then they finally would announce, okay, in the year whatever, and you're like, oh my god, only a year to go, and we get to see Star Wars
that
again.
isn't even as bad.
On TV, right? Okay.
I remember like
Star Wars
That ran forever
I
in
saw
theaters, though.
Planet of the Apes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when I was done, I was thinking that like when we left the theater, all I'm thinking is I'm never going to see that again. Like
Made
that.
it way more important to go to the movies, right?
Yeah.
You paid close attention.
Jimmy
Different
Norton.
experience now.
This is the way we're going to do things from now on. I'm going to raise my
Jimmy
hand.
raised his hand, and we called on him.
But I was watching something recently, and they were interviewing Scorsese and Eastwood about restoring old movies. And I forget which one of them said it, but they said all movies, or it was a stat, of all the movies made before 1950, half of them are lost forever. Of all, half the movies made before 1950, no one will ever see again. They're gone.
Just gone, like they
Just gone.
decomposed.
Yeah.
They probably sucked.
I'm sure they weren't gems. Yeah.
Most of them. They weren't all gems. Yeah.
Ah, stay tuned for the creature.
Yes. The Negro Next Door was probably lost. It was about a black man that moved in and everything went well. And they're like, get rid of this propaganda.
Once you transfer a movie to DVD, whatever deterioration is now frozen in that quality. But they don't know how long DVDs last before they deteriorate now.
Yeah.
All film is always deteriorating. The second the film is exposed, it's already beginning to age and die.
Yeah,
and,
they got to be kept in vaults, like humidify, the right humidity, temperature, light. Yeah. Everything fucks it up. Yeah. Beginning in September of '82, Star Wars was shown on pay-per-view subscription service.
Wow.
All right, that's '82, '77.
6 years, right? 6 years.
That's not bad.
That's good.
I mean, it's bad
compared
it's
to
bad,
today.
especially back then.
But back then, you dealt with that.
Even My Giant has to be kept in an air-conditioned vault. This fucking awful movie that was.
Yeah.
Why would they protect that one?
I remember watching a lot of those, like, TV Guide for Newsday used to be funny as fuck. Like, they used to put really funny shit in there when they talked about the movie, gave a synopsis. And some of those one-star horror movies were great growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Channel 5 and Channel 11 would play the worst fucking
ratings,
creature from the Black Lagoon ripoffs.
Yeah.
Wasn't even the real one.
Supposed to be
A patch of blue.
Yeah.
You got to read the rest of this, Am, because it's way different. It was way different back then.
Oh, beginning in September '82, Star Wars was shown on pay-per-view subscription service scattered throughout the country, despite the fact that only 500,000 households were wired for pay-per-view. HBO showed the film during the winter of '83 and was disappointed at the lack of interest due to their earlier pay-per-view showings and the film's release on video cassette. Star Wars failed to rank amongst HBO's top 10 popular films. CBS aired it on regular TV only after this. So figure about 1984.
Yeah, so the
made
winter
it
of
to regular
83, it's
TV.
on cable, so it's probably early '84.
Right.
Yeah, that's like Bill Gates complaining he didn't win a $2 scratch-off ticket. Fucking, what am I supposed to feel bad? Shut up.
It just shows where we were, because now a movie's in the theaters. When is Hangover 2 going to be available on DVD?
In 3 months.
Yeah. Tops, right?
Now,
Tops.
as they shoot the goddamn thing, it's on TV.
Hey, Otto, you like newer movies? I know you like talking about the classics.
The last movie that impressed me, I don't know. I mean, I guess the remake of True Grit was pretty good. I like that.
I like that.
That was okay.
Jeff Bridges is in a good period now.
He plays a good weirdo, right?
Yeah, he's playing good weathered characters now.
That court scene in there was great when he's just sitting there testifying.
Yeah. I still think the John Wayne movie was better, even though John Wayne wasn't really a great actor. He just his presence, amazing presence.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And then you had Robert Duvall. You just had a better cast than that, you know.
What about the last good comedy? We always ask you guys that.
I don't know. I mean,
and you're probably going to go way back.
I don't know. Like fucking The Hangover, I guess was all right. I don't know. I don't fall down laughing. I don't know. That fucking Kingpin, I'll watch every time it's on TV.
Of course.
That's great. Bill Murray still does great shit. I don't know.
But then he does artsy shit.
Yeah.
He loses a lot of people.
I like Superbad.
I don't love Bill Murray at all. I'm not a fan.
Really?
Not a fan. No.
I think he's the hippest guy ever from Saturday Night Live. And his movies are still like good. He's still like doing good shit. Eddie Murphy's lost his joy completely. He has no joy for what he does anymore.
No, you
He's
can
just
tell.
banking the money. He doesn't give a fuck. You know?
Yeah,
Not Dan Aykroyd, though.
Dr. Doolittle.
Aykroyd's doing well.
Well, it sells tequila, right? Now
think so,
something.
yeah.
What the fuck he's doing?
He had a little drop off.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He fucking.
It's all been downhill since Dr. Detroit.
Yeah, Dr. Detroit.
Oh God, it's awful.
I've seen better film on teeth. That fucking,
Remember the song for it? Doctor Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Danny, that
For the 80s, that was a decent
Doctor Detroit. I don't remember, but I remember that part of it.
You know?
Oh, that will stay in your fucking head. Am I remembering it wrong?
That fat lady who was the gangster in that with the giant tits who was pretty scary. Forget her name.
Iraka?
Yeah. Something like that.
Sorry.
Hey, this guy's got a great observation about Ghostbusters. Steve in Nashville. Steve.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, get the old VHS copy of Ghostbusters, and when they did it, pan and scan, Ernie Hudson was just literally cut out. He was always the fourth character.
Oh, so they just showed the three guys.
Wow.
Yeah, because he always walked on the end, and then every shot, he was always on the end, and so in the pan and scan version, you only saw him like maybe twice.
Yeah, you never wanted to be on the end when they were filming back then.
No.
You just know, fuck, I'm the one going to be cut out for TV.
Yeah. Oh, what is
Isn't
this?
that something?
Yeah,
This looks so bad.
That was his attempt at a Nutty Professor. That's awful. It's just god awful.
He's doing a funny dance with a big group.
Oh, wow. Is this
What
bad?
happened to him?
A big dance number.
Yeah.
Why are they
It
all
was a
white
staple of the 80s, really.
Oh, my God, is this horrible.
White people should never dance unless it's at the end of a rope in a Clint Eastwood movie. Stop that shit.
Where's the song, though? There's a song.
That was with James Brown, by the
You
way.
want to hear the theme?
Doctor,
the theme to
yeah.
Dr. Detroit?
No.
Could you get the opening credits? Yeah.
The opening credits to
Come here and
Dr.
take
Detroit.
over. Yeah.
I love
Boy,
it.
did I bring the show to a new
No,
low.
that's fantastic.
No, fucking 80s movies had these weird...
Oh, yeah.
These weird things in them. That like the big dance number.
Yeah.
It was never funny.
No.
Nobody excuse me ever laughed at a big dance
What was
number.
that
No one
tongue
laughed
thing you
at
did
that.
when you belched?
I got to make it
Were you
hot.
aware of that?
Yes, of course. That gives it the reverberation
Very
sound.
weird.
So it's like,
That was-
Oh, the...
Yeah. Odd creature. you
yeah,
are.
every pussy out there just got wet thanks to me. You're welcome. Every pussy just snotted.
Oh, God.
Was that Devo that did it? Really?
Yeah,
The
Devo
Dr.
did the-
Detroit?
Wow.
they got Devo, huh?
Holy fucking
Damn.
shit.
That is something.
Yeah. That made the great outdoors look like Masterpiece Theater.
I don't think I've ever seen the
got it.
movie, to tell you the truth.
No, that's it.
I don't. Is that? Wait.
That's Devo.
That's not the Detroit. Love.
Enough with the synthesizers.
Yeah, like that movie DC Cab. It's probably the exact same song. Opening. Same, yeah, same shit,
I
right?
don't remember if it's
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Yeah, my
Wow,
buddy
is that
Charlie
bad?
Barnett. You know the story about Charlie Barnett,
No.
black guy from DC Cab? He lost Saturday Night Live because he couldn't fucking read, and that's how Eddie Murphy got cast.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he was a street performer. He used to make a fortune down in Washington Square Park. And he was always high when I saw him. And then he goes, I just read for this movie about a black guy that crashes a spaceship and shit. I go, all right, he's high. And then that movie, Brother from Another Planet, came out. He was actually talking about that. He read for that.
Brother from Another Planet.
Yeah. Do you never saw that movie? Jim Jarmusch.
I heard about it,
I think
but-
Jim Jarmusch or somebody. Yeah.
There are certain movies that I know I'll just never see.
Yeah, really?
And I think that's one of them.
You don't want to waste 2 hours on
No,
that?
Soul Plane, I know I'll just never watch that.
What about Snakes on a Plane? Same.
I've seen that. It was
Yeah.
horrible. I knew
Yeah.
it was going to be horrible going into it.
You don't have
though.
2 hours to give to that. Right? You just
Nah. There are
rather
some
watch
movies.
Bad Lieutenant again, right?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, there's certain movies, and I see like the trailer for it, and you're
Yeah.
just like, I'll never fucking see that.
Yeah.
Could give a shit.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The other day, I woke up and fucking turned on the TV, and Lifetime is on, and Jay Moore is in Picture Perfect. And it's just like watching Jay try to be this romantic guy.
man.
Just say trying to be a
too
human
well.
being.
Trying to be a human being.
Does it ruin it for you?
It was just like believe me, I like Jay, but watching him in that character is just like he should have won an Academy Award.
Oh,
He's with
it's so
fucking
not him?
yeah.
Oh,
He's with
okay.
old stank pussy fucking
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston, and yeah, did you see?
I never realized Casey Anthony has such fucking big juicy
Casey
tits.
Anthony's got. I was just the last commercial. I was just looking at Casey Anthony pictures. I love that murderer. Her fucking. She was wearing this shirt yesterday with and her tits were showing on the case in the courtroom. She's got some ample fucking tits.
Are they
Who's
heaving?
Yeah, they're like heaving a
They
little
think
bit.
she's on trial for killing her daughter.
Killed her daughter,
Oh, another one
and
of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
A 2-year-old
she's, you know,
kid.
Really?
White trash. She
Is that
looks
the one
kinda
that drove
nice.
a car in the water? Or?
No,
that's Susan Smith.
This one
no,
just.
there was
a new
that
one.
drove a car in the
Oh,
water.
that's right. There was Andrea Yates who drowned him. There was Susan Smith who drowned him.
Yeah.
And there was the new lady.
The new lady was.
We're gonna need to get a bigger tub.
Yeah.
These women
Yeah, the new lady
are
had one. One got out though.
Yeah.
One of the, I guess, a 10-year-old or something. got
Yeah,
out.
escaped.
Yeah.
How about the Long Island rapists? They go into that Rifkin guy for advice.
Serial
now.
killer, right?
Yeah.
And the news guys are like, well, Joel Rifkin said, look for a guy who will go unnoticed carrying a large burlap bag like a landscaper or something. And then they go, how about that Joel Rifkin, a good American, the go-to guy? It's like, he did the same fucking thing. Yeah. You know, they're treating him like he's like the nostalgic, like, sweetheart. He's another guy who strangled fucking 19 women for no reason. What a great guy helping us solve this crime.
That's nice.
Blowing him kisses from the studio.
You know, he didn't have to do this.
That
he
is
didn't have to kill all those women either.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking point, though. Get someone who would have a bag they could carry legit, like a painter or
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Somebody that would actually not be noticed
So
carrying
if they got
something
pulled,
like that.
if you just happen to look upon them and they had a big burlap thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Are
wouldn't
you
be
trying
crazy.
to solve the crime, or is this
I
part
am.
of your vicious nocturnal activities?
No, I think it was.
Like Voss, you're trying to solve this one?
Yeah.
Well, Voss said when he's on the road, he's an FBI profiler.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Voss plays golf.
Profiling.
No,
Yeah.
he tells people when they say, "What do you do for a living?" Because
Yeah.
of course, why would they know he's a comedian after 30 years? They say to him, "What do you do for a living?" And this fucking daydreaming zilch says, "I'm an FBI profiler."
Really?
So we
And
called
they're
him
like,
on
oh,
it.
that's interesting.
He
Yeah.
couldn't be a stupid. They're probably like, no wonder everybody's being murdered. Yeah, what a dope he is.
And then we try to play act with the guy. Like, okay, let's see how this goes. And he just had nothing.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
a profile. Let's see. You found a dead hooker.
First, you dust for DNA.
Yeah, exactly. Dumb stuff like that.
Well, first of all,
Do we have that
first of all, there's never going to be a second of all.
I like to find a motive first.
Do we have that production piece so Otto could see it?
He thought the Atlanta child killer was a description of whoever was killing people in Atlanta. He was very young. No, stupid face. You're wrong again.
Can I bring Bonnie with me?
Because Otto's here, I think we're going to play real fast. It's quick. This is Voss.
Okay.
Sheriff, it looks like we found another body.
This is the third one this week.
I think it's about time we call in the FBI.
Somewhere out there, a killer is on the loose.
Why, yes, Sheriff. I have been following that story in the papers.
It used to be such a peaceful little town.
And there's only one man who can catch him.
Now, don't you worry. I'm going to send my best man down there to help you in your investigation.
But he was busy.
Here comes fucking ferret face. Whatever.
All right, Agent Voss. Someone's out there murdering innocent women. I want you to go down there and assist the local sheriff. You're one of the best. Get down there and help the sheriff.
How could he be a profiler? His vocabulary is so bad.
Yeah, but no one listens. This summer, the Opie and Anthony Show presents a comedy about an idiotic comedian pretending to be an FBI agent.
So you work a lot of murders before?
Now we're doing mainly a lot on terrorists and terrorist-type threats and stuff like that. But, back in the day, it was more murders.
What are some of the cases you worked on?
Just, Seattle, the Green River, what do you call it? I can't talk a lot about it. I don't get this much in detail.
Starring Jim Norton.
He just keeps saying profilers, other profilers, profile.
And Rich Voss.
Great minds think a lot. I like
Oh, my God.
The Profiler. Coming to a theater nowhere near you or anyone else. Thank baby Jesus.
Great minds think a lot.
Whatever.
Sounds like he loves his work. That's great.
He literally couldn't be a stupider man.
Oh, man.
Not Precious on the Twitter. This is a great story. Just came in from South Carolina. After a 2-day search, they found an 87-year-old woman who went missing Friday. They found her face down in a pile of fire ants.
Oh my God.
That's gotta sting.
Was that fucking Aardvark Betty? Aardvark Betty is missing. Nobody knew where she was. She would always fucking snort up local ants because that's what aardvarks do, non-improver.
Face down in a fire ant pile. They got her try to brush off ants best they could.
Oh, she fell face first in a
and they couldn't even get all the ants off.
Of all the unlucky places to fall, Bear Trap 1, Fire Ants 2.
Fire ants.
Yeah.
The dummy.
Oh.
Yeah.
They got her into an ambulance. Then I think the decision was made to get her over to the hospital.
That's right.
Fire ants,
Yes.
did they ravage her?
Yes. Was there an African American attempting to remove the ants with a shoe heel or a hammer?
Oh, she has epilepsy to begin with.
Oh, boy.
Great. She was the ants all thought she wanted to dance. Oh, it's Aardvark Betty. Yo, what's up, bitch?
Saved her, then she shook them off of her.
She was walking down the road.
The ants kept falling off her old nose and lips. They just kept trying to bite her, and she would shake around, bite her own dumb tongue off. God. She had to put her own vulva into her mouth to keep from choking on her tongue. Fucking dopey old bag. Stay home. Would you stop wandering everywhere? Where's Aardvark Betty? She's just wandering again.
She used to wander to pick up aluminum cans.
Oh, great.
Spies Betty.
You don't like her, huh?
What's her real name?
Something. Mary Clark.
Wow.
How plain.
Fire
Is
ants.
that Mary Clark?
Good news, they found her. Bad news, she was severely dehydrated, and by one account, she suffered from thousands of fire ant bites.
Oh, fire ants.
One of those will fucking...
Any audio of her?
You're
on that
fired.
video?
To the ants.
She sounds like.
Your Charlotte area
And of course they,
God. I wish this was an ad for tire irons, and one just flew into this woman's head.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a short one, I think.
Speedo.
I hate commercials.
At Speedy.
Okay, we start off with a story that just might give you the chills.
Yeah, an 87-year-old woman was missing for days, and then yesterday she was found alive, face down in a fire ant bed.
Sorry, can you go back to left?
You know, it really might, Dondi and Judy. This really strikes a chord with some of you. Maybe you have elderly loved ones, or maybe you're even a caretaker. Well, today we know a little bit more about what happened in this
likes
fight.
old people's faces.
Why can't they find the comedy in this?
One of the fights of her life.
That's the last photo of Brando ever taken.
Clark went missing near her house at home on Friday.
Fat piggy
Sunday,
lady.
2 firefighters, part of a team of searchers, found her.
They just happened to see her off to the side, laying face down, pretty much on a fire ant.
Pile of a knocked
They got her, and they tried to brush off the fire ants the best they could. They got her back to an awaiting ambulance, and she was treated at the scene, and then I think the decision was made to get her over to Palmetto Ridge Memorial Hospital.
Oh, really?
She was labeled critical. Her daughter says she has epilepsy, but is on medication.
Baby on.
She's not surprised that her mom took off down the street. She is
I'm a fire
surprised
ant.
she didn't come back.
Fire ant on the edge of a straight razor. Yeah, you might want to pass both ways to save
The sheriff
time.
doesn't know how long Clark was walking.
What a
how
burden.
long she was
Just
on the
picking up
ground.
cans.
Exactly.
He calls the search successful. Finding Clark is what they were after.
Yeah.
Just not
We're looking
like
for a
this.
fat lady with ants on her face. There she is. There's only one of her.
I'm not taking a picture without Michael face down in a pool of fire ants.
Thousands of fire ant bites.
And my father assured him that either his signature
you have had a
or
lot
fire
to
ants
run.
would be on the contract.
Shit.
I could have been a contender instead of a
fat
fire
pig at the
ant,
end.
which is what I am.
Hey, we're all going to learn something here, though, because now
Yeah.
they got to give you a little something.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yes.
Or you think they may wander off. We talked to some experts in that area at USA. They say that it's a good idea to get a bracelet
break
with a
their legs.
GPS tracking system.
Dig up
Even
and
put
put
the cell phone
spongy stakes
in
in there,
pockets
covered
so
with
that it can be
feces.
tracked
Or shatter
quickly.
their shins with a hammer.
The
This way,
iceberg, we got
they have
lots
to
more
stay
information
seated.
for you at 7 o'clock tonight.
Hobble your
Susan
elderly.
Elizabeth,
Hobble them.
WIS.
Or tie their shoelaces
All right,
together.
thanks so much, Ashley. We're-
Hobbling.
Next to a fire ant pile. And then watch them eat ants.
Shit.
That's what a fucking ant
Them
eating
and their
bitch.
dumb fire ants.
Oh, they must have been all in her eyes and hair.
Good.
What a clod. What happened? She probably saw the fire ants and just panicked. Or maybe she wanted to tackle them because she thought they were after the president.
She didn't know any better.
Yeah, she didn't know.
She thought they were treats.
She was trying to. Yeah, she thought to be. She had probably had chocolate in her mouth. She wanted to have some chocolate covered ants. She was stupid.
She thought they were Werther's caramels. She was taking them to her grandson. Dummy, shove your face in there.
Werther's.
It hit me
Dumb
like
grandparents with their dumb ribbon candy. Shut
they
up.
really are awful,
Cuts, it hurts my tongue.
Well, I think that worked. Thank you, Not Precious, on Twitter.
Very funny.
Yeah, look at that. Fire ants are nasty.
They're fucking horrendous.
Just the name.
How is that newsworthy? She wasn't even killed or anything.
Nah.
She just tripped.
Oh, damn.
Let me see.
Those are the bites.
That's what my cock looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might want to get that checked out.
It's a lumpy firearm. Fucking fire ant. Do you ever see that thing with the natives in one of these tribes to become men? Where they fucking put on the gloves made of... But they're not fire ants. They're worse than fire ants.
Yeah.
They make fire ants look like pussies.
I think they did that on, not Jackass, but Wild Boys.
Yeah,
Steve-O.
They put their arms in some shit.
Yep.
Let me see, Danny.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Instead
What is
of
it,
the tribe.
spider?
What is that?
It's a fire ant nest.
Pile of them?
Yeah, they're just all
I just got the
clumped together.
heebie-jeebies looking at that.
Wait, that's not dirt? There's dirt in there
I don't
somewhere,
think
no?
so. I don't think so.
That gives me
that's
the
a big mound.
heebie-jeebies. Oh,
What
look,
color
I'm
are
getting
fire
itchy.
ants?
Fire.
They're like red.
Wait, let me
Oh, man.
There's got to be some awesome
I want to
fire
see
ant video.
the ones that
There's some nasty bugs out
in
there.
this man to become a man. What they do is they capture these. I mean, these are fucking jungle ants.
Yeah.
They're like fucking small ponies, and they drug them and they weave them into these gloves. They make these gloves.
Yes.
And so when you put your hand in, this cluster of ants cannot escape, and all they do is bite you and inject you with venom. And you have to keep the gloves on your hand.
Why would
and
you
their
do
arms
that?
are black when they pull them out. They're black from the venom.
And this is just to become a man?
That's how Lisa Lampanelli got in the Friars Club. Fire ants in her tongue. And then you die.
What happened to just fucking abroad to become a man?
Dude, they have to go through this
What
ritual
the fuck?
20 times.
20 times.
They're very bored over there.
What's this guy doing?
If you
Wow.
let me see.
It says fun with fire ants.
He's killing fire ants and with different things.
So he just opened up the fire ant hole. They all come pouring out, and he's putting hot glue
agitate
from
them.
a hot glue gun.
You ever see that show, 1,000 Ways to Die on fucking
Oh,
Sci-Fi
yeah,
Channel?
yeah.
It's hysterical, right?
It really is funny.
Here's one grand lady that should have stayed home. It's great. It's cheap reenactments.
She shouldn't have gone to visit her aunt. Yeah, it really is. They're cheap, horrible
That's right.
reenactments.
It's hysterical.
Bullet ants? That's coming in a lot.
Can we see, is there any way to see
We
the
gotta see bullet ants now.
Dude, those gloves made of ants?
Yeah.
Those are I'd rather not have gloves.
No.
I don't want to put on the ants glove again.
Yeah.
They don't keep my hands toasty.
I don't want to be a
M80.
man.
Guy's shoving an M80 in one of the ant holes.
Still better than Dr. Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Deleted scenes.
Oh, boy. Go
you
get
can't
him.
do that to
Why
them.
is he fucking with the ants?
Oh, that's not nice.
Why does he leave them
I
alone?
know.
Do that.
Hey,
That caused some
Very
damage.
blowing up.
cheap firework.
that is a
was.
horrible M80.
Yeah, where the fuck did he get that thing?
Cheap shit.
This guy's obsessed with fire
Nice
ants.
big
What
M80.
do the fire ants ever do to him?
I know.
They're amazing
Took
social
them 50
creatures.
years to create that city, and
Yeah.
this
Right.
dickwad
He
fucking
probably got
blows
one
it
in his
up.
pee hole and
Yeah.
said enough already with
Yeah.
these fucking things.
Oh, really?
They behave a lot better than certain members of our society.
That's true.
They fucking help each other. They don't cause a
Swarming.
problem.
At a water park.
You don't see them going to other anthills and take shit and run out.
Okay.
I want to see these bullet ants, dude. These are motherfuckers. These bullet ants.
Oh, man.
You put them in the fucking an ant gun and you start shooting them. Everybody's got bullets.
Why is the white guy doing this?
Oh, wait. I got.
That's not a white guy tribe, is it?
Oh, she's looking
No,
kind of good
he's-
So
today.
what happens after they have
Look
wear
at
these
those.
gloves?
Look at that gloves. They put these gloves on.
So it's just a pain
It's
thing?
a
or does it
pain
make their
thing. Look at
hands
this.
bigger or something?
Look at those ants on both sides of the gloves.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Dude, look at that.
Fuck that.
There's a cluster of it, and they are biting the shit out of you.
But this guy go to the wrong resort. What the fuck did I get into?
It's a white guy trying this.
Why don't
Yeah.
these people invent things?
Yeah.
They do.
Doing
They do ant gloves.
pain.
All sense of time and place. But eventually my test of endurance seems to be over.
Takes
Or
them
is it
all-
only just beginning? My hands feel like they've been stabbed by hundreds of burning hot needles.
It's black.
But removing them from the gloves brings little relief. As others take their turn, the pain begins to build and takes over my whole body.
It's black, his hand.
Yeah.
These people are stupid.
Yeah.
Savages.
She's doing it on his dick so it would get black and grow bigger.
Exactly.
Black's not from the ass.
What?
I don't think the black's from the ass.
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
Of course it is. That's from being stung with the poison. That's purely from being stung.
Wow. But he hails a taxi with the other hand.
15 minutes later, I'm in absolute agony.
Oh, that's funny, dude. He hails a taxi with the other hand.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, the fucking black goes up the arm, I think.
Oh, God. Does it hurt? Yes.
Yeah, it feels like he was high-fiving or something.
God.
The shower said, do not make any force. Just try to relax your muscles.
Oh, try to relax your muscles.
Yeah.
That's what you want to listen to the shaman. Gotta relax me muscles. The shaman. Yeah, because...
He's crying. It's pussy.
The poison's gonna go up your arm.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Oh, they're all laughing at the white man weeping.
Yeah, take me to a
The doctor
fucking
has to examine me
savage
when pain's at
hospital.
its worst.
Well, that's what you get, stupid, for putting
His
on a
medical
glove of ants.
assessments will show how my body's reacted to this overwhelming dose of ant venom.
You horse's patoot.
Yeah.
Makes you cry like a bitch. It's probably it's estrogen they fucking sting you with. Hormones.
I'd rather see Sex in the City too.
Calm down, Ralph. Have a marshmallow.
Don't play tricks on me.
He has to get a good blood sample in order to measure the changes in my blood chemistry.
What kind of blood sample is this guy getting?
I did this.
Pulling out with a piece of bamboo.
The toxin has stimulated the worst pain the human body is capable of experiencing.
Jesus.
Consciousness slips away.
God damn, look at his fucking fingers. What an ass.
This is just to get on TV, right? That's the only reason he's doing this. It's not like they're not going to welcome him in the tribe. Look at him.
Steve, look at me.
He looks like they're oppressor.
He's bleary eyes.
Open your eyes.
Yeah.
Steve.
I would do that for like a second.
Hey, Steve.
No.
Look at me.
No.
No
Open
way.
your eyes.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah.
I can't come in today. My hands
Stay in
hurt.
your own backyard.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you doing
Won't
down
find
there?
those things.
Let's go dancing. Let's go dancing, Steve.
Bullet ants.
Let's go dancing. I need a follow-up. What happens? Does his arm fucking fall off?
No.
Does it get
Dude,
worse?
I've
What
seen it
happens?
where the black goes all the way up the arm. I've seen some
Jesus.
when the natives do it. They have two on, and I guess they keep them on longer.
Right.
But they have to do that 20 fucking times over the course of a couple of years.
That's stupid.
That's
Yeah.
just dumb.
It's kind of like contract negotiations here. Oh, shit! Swim walk.
Why don't they fucking mine something or fucking build
Or make
fucking
ant hats and
water
pants to
pump?
go with it, so you can have an entire evening of ant wear. Make an ant brassiere for the ladies.
Maybe there's an end purpose, like it makes their
An end
hands
purpose.
better for digging or something.
Never heard of such a thing.
No.
In person. In person.
Oh, jeez.
Why
More
don't-
starvation.
Why don't they make an ant tie or something? You put it on.
An ant tie.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
No, this is. Why are people still doing this? It's 2011.
I don't know.
I would just be banging my fucking gloves and squashing the ants.
Would you allow someone to step on your hand
work.
afterwards?
Ow.
I don't know if it would add to it or I don't know if it could make it worse. You imagine like a bunch of angry ants sting.
Sting,
They
sting.
don't sting and then go, all right, we got him.
You get one mosquito bite, it ruins your night.
Yeah.
Fuck the bullet ants.
Bullet ants are fucking
Right in their ant assholes. Fucking assholes.
He's not afraid.
Dude, bullet ants are fucking
They don't play.
brutal.
Yeah.
I think they're the most brutal insect bite. It's worse than wasps and hornets.
Really?
Yeah,
oh boy,
I think
do
so.
I not like getting stung by anything.
I think that a bullet ant. What is that, Dan?
The more
he's just looking at shit.
The more years I go without getting stung, the more fear I have of getting stung.
Of what?
By anything.
Yeah.
What
Like,
don't
I
you want to be
like
stung by?
Bees. Any type of bee.
Bees is number one on my list.
Now, there's a certain spider bite that their saliva is so toxic that it
it's
just
crazy.
eats your flesh.
Starts rotting your
to the
flesh
bone.
away. Yeah,
but none of us are
You
going to
never
the
heal.
rainforest anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason.
I'm talking
not
about
to go.
I'm talking about shit in your own backyard. What's your number one fear? Wasps?
I don't like
bees,
bees
wasp
and wasps
jackets?
and stuff.
Our immune system is used to any insect creature here. You know, there's no fucking thing that's going to kill you.
I'd say a wasp is scariest because a hornet's bad, but a wasp has that fucking dangling legs.
When their legs are just their legs dangle.
Yeah, they
They're
hurt.
giant.
A wasp bite hurts. Bumblebees don't sting at all.
Oh,
they're
they don't?
just annoying. They just
but they're huge,
They're
big,
just
fat things.
fat things.
like fat chicks.
flying in- yeah.
Just getting in the way.
Yeah.
These fucking bullet ants. How do they fuck? If I was an ant, my dick would never stay hard for another ant.
I don't think they have to.
How do they fuck? I would hate that to get some ant pussy.
Yeah.
Ant pussy.
We're just looking at an ant on a rock crawling around, and they just look like something out of the Terminator, like those machines. That
Yeah,
were
they do.
fucking-
They're very machine-like.
Is that a
Yeah.
dinosaur?
No, he's an insect.
They find Helen Hunt very
He's a
sexy.
little insect. Ants have been around for quite a while, though.
Since the dinosaurs?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Insect? Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
That motherfucker
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
will
They're
bite
probably
you.
big, though.
That looks like a normal ant.
Yeah.
Everything was bigger, though. It's like, they've been around since, the prehistoric times. It's like, sharks have been around since prehistoric times. But, they were fucking the size of a building.
Yeah, they were.
Giant things.
They were back
and
then.
Ants.
Giant.
Ants were fucking, and saber-toothed tigers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Everything was just giant back then.
Yeah. Woolly mammoth.
All scary. I don't know why they can't make a mammoth now. Like, just take some DNA from that fucking bones or some of that mammoth flesh that they find frozen and then shoot it into a goddamn elephant.
You don't need
egg.
to. Just give an elephant a fucking raccoon lodge hat. Here you go, fatso. Now go embarrass yourself.
Let it work, our board. Mammoth. you fucking mammoth.
You know how humiliated an elephant would be if you just taped hair to it? Big Greek elephant running around. That's Stavros, the elephant.
Stavros.
I don't know why they can't do that, though. Get the DNA from the mammoth and then put it into the nucleus of an egg from an elephant.
They can. Jurassic Park was actually possible. That's why.
You're saying that it's getting closer
they?
that they can give it a shot.
But
I
why
wanna
would
see
they?
that.
We wouldn't want dinosaurs now.
I would love
think it'd be cool
They
to
would
see a
do
mammoth.
exactly what they did in the movie.
Yeah, really?
Knock the wall down
amok.
and
Yeah, a
get
velociraptor.
Jeff Goldblum.
Run amok in
Yeah,
water
exactly.
parks and fucking parades and Memorial Day events.
Yeah, kill Jeff Goldblum immediately.
We got a guy that got bit by one of these bullet ants. Nick in Jersey. Nick.
Hi, Nick. You're on the phone. Ow! Ow!
Nick.
Hello.
Goddamn rich
Hey.
cunt.
He's gone. His friend Tommy.
Maybe the bullet ant
Yeah.
broke his phone.
Tommy.
Was it a hollow point?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with those.
What are you promoting, Otto, by the way?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm working on an internet variety show called the Otto and George Pig Roast. We got a studio in Hoboken. We got a house band. Yeah. Got a house band called Abe Ruiz and the Squatters. I'm going to have guests on. I'd love to have you guys on. I don't have
Wow, damn.
Right now we're rehearsing. We're doing I'm practicing the art of interviewing, which you guys have obviously 20
failed at
years.
miserably.
No, it's not
You gotta
easy
get
what
one
you
every
do.
once
I'm
in a while.
learning that. I'm learning just how to walk out on stage to a band playing. What do you do?
Think
with yourself?
Fredo entering a room in The Godfather.
I should do the Fredo dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Scram!
No matter what, I look schmucky and awkward and unprofessional.
What are you wearing when you do it?
I haven't
His
decided yet. It's
underpants.
pretty fucking hot in that studio right now. They haven't cranked the air up yet. But that's what I'm working on. It's going to be called. I'm going to get Penn and Teller on, Lewis Black. Jimmy said he would do it.
Very cool.
That's cool, man.
Copperfield eventually.
Well, now it's in Hoboken. You're going to do interviews, and what are you going to? You're not going to have an audience. You're going to have an audience.
We're going to do mock cutaways to an actual audience because right now the place is it's not big enough to have an audience. And it's going to be more of, now we're not ripping off the Larry Sanders show, but there's going to be a lot of subtext to the show. For instance, George, every week I'm auditioning a new guy to be like the Ed McMahon, but in reality, George is trying to replace me on the show with another guy. So there's like that subtext. Once it's shot, and I can show you an episode, I think you'll be impressed.
How many episodes you doing?
I don't know. I mean, we're going to start, I guess, with 6 or 5 or 6, something like that, before I invite a guest of importance on. You know what I mean? I want to get the kinks out.
Yeah.
But I think people are going to the internet for entertainment now, and they're not watching TV. You know? The fuck.
It is true. There's nothing worth fucking watching on.
Yeah.
It's very rare you get something. It's got to be on a cable outlet or something, because regular TV just sucks up fucking dick.
The Paul Reiser show is good, though.
This guy, the guy that's producing this, his name is Bobby Capelli. He made 6 independent films. I did one of them. It's called Rules for Men. I was in it with Florentine. And Martling was in it, and fucking Kamal from the Jerky Boys.
Kamal.
And Frank Gorshin. It was a very low budget comedy.
Is he alive still, Frank Gorshin, or did he die?
Frank Gorshin's dead.
Yeah,
I hope he's
lost
dead.
him.
They buried him. But anyway,
Frank Gorshin was great in 12 Monkeys.
Oh,
You
Frank
see that
Gorshin?
one?
He was
where he's like
really good. Yeah.
He's looking at trying to figure out where fucking the guy went.
He was a very intense fucking
Bruce Willis
comedian.
Yeah.
It was like he did really good impressions. Yeah, he's dead.
And he was like, he had kind of a, he wasn't like just your regular impressions that would turn around and fucking hi, and it might look something like this.
Right.
He was like intense. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Scary.
Like
he scared me as a
pieces.
child watching him.
He was a little frightening.
Yeah.
Sure, you used to curl up and go, help, the Riddler's going to bite my fanny.
It was very frightening, yes.
Sure, I'd have to protect your fanny. I put my hand on your bottom and I'd cup it.
The whole point of this fucking thing is to get people to go to the website. That's the whole main thing with this shit. You gotta let people have to find out about it. So I'm gonna be attacking that guy Tosh. That Tosh guy on Comedy Central.
Tosh. Yeah.
So by attacking him, if he acknowledges that my show exists, then I'll get a little press from that.
That usually works. Yeah.
Do you not like him?
You don't like him?
No, I don't care one way or the other. I just wanted to acknowledge that my show is on, when it's on. Yeah.
That's the best way to go about it.
So we're going to start. Just as it gets hot as fuck out, we're going to start filming. This guy's going to torture me in the studio.
But it is
some fucking air conditioning.
Sounds exciting.
The internet is like...
Yeah, I'm working very hard. I've been to this place like 3 days a week, just going down there and just practicing with the band, getting a rapport going with the band. It's a shot,
Are you coming out with George every time? Are you holding George?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm still a ventriloquist. Yeah.
So you're... All right.
It's going to be my slant on a talk show. I'll do an interview, and then George will either say it's boring, or they're full of shit, or he wants to fuck them.
Who have you interviewed so far? Just like Trish and like people you know, or?
Well, today I got my buddy Mr. Will, who's backstage. He's an underground genius comic, and my friend Johnny L.
So is Frank Gorshin.
Underground.
Plate dead. Yeah, so we're doing 2 mock interviews today and filming it just to see if I could pull it off. I'm an unqualified talk show host, but this guy believes I can do it. So,
but that's one of the best things. Look, I don't want to inject myself into this, but I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, the internet thing is a great idea.
Yeah.
I think we're right at the beginning of this whole fucking movement
it's the birth of
to get the fuck off of regular, like what they've been shoving down our throats, and with no options whatsoever.
Right.
And now there's so many options, and it's good to be able to be one of those options. And I do like that compound show from my basement.
Yeah.
And I want it to look as professional as possible.
Right.
Like it looks like a set, and I spent money on lighting and green screening and everything, but be as unprofessional as possible in the execution of it.
Okay.
Because I'm fucking sitting there
so
in
it looks
a
like you broke
professional
into
set,
a studio
but
at
I'm
night.
drinking, I'm drunk half the time I'm doing it. I watch the next day, I got to cut the half out because I can't even watch it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm slurring, I'm a fucking mess. But that's the shit that's like, that's fantastic.
Do you have guests on to talk to, or you
sometimes just friends hanging out, or my chick will sit down and fucking babble about something, and I'll call her an idiot.
How do I see the show?
Plug.
Like
it's on Ustream.
Ustream.
Yeah, Ustream.
Okay.
You just search live from the compound.
Okay.
And I'm on that. And actually, what I'm going to be doing
Trish is probably listening.
this week.
She'll remember that. I won't.
Yeah, live from the compound.
Okay,
Just
live
put it
from the compound?
Ustream.
Do I put down Anthony Cumia or anything?
No, you just put live from the compound,
Okay,
and it'll pop up.
Okay,
and
can't wait to see this.
This week I'm going to do though, because now I have virtual like televisions behind me, so I could sit there and at a desk. It looks like a fucking desk. It's a complete virtual set.
Wow.
And on the screen behind me, I put the like the Casey Anthony trial, and I'm going to be doing coverage. I'm going to be doing some coverage of that. So
cool.
yeah, my own take on it. How fucking hot she is.
Is your objective with this is just for fun, or are you
just for
looking
fun?
to make, money?
Just for fun right now. It's like
I want some of that fucking Bill Gates cash.
You gotta get
has a
some
fucking green screen.
money.
He has a green
monetize
screen.
it.
That's great.
And I did a show once, and he was doing the intro.
Yeah.
And it was just you couldn't see me at all.
He had a green blanket over him, and then just poked his ass through. So it's Jimmy's floating ass.
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. It looked like a ghostly ass floating in the
It was as if heaven had fallen to the earth in the form of floating asses.
That's what it looks like.
There you go.
That's part of the and that isn't even. I'm HD now.
Jim has a very cute, round, hairless ass.
Yeah. Like that whole set is virtual. There's nothing behind us but a green screen
Or substance. There's no substance
no
either.
substance either.
Awesome.
No
Yeah.
substance either. It's
in lieu of talent.
But it makes it great because it's just like it looks so unprofessional.
Wow.
And
you guys noticed that transvestite commercial earlier on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, where people are they going to be offended? I saw that and I thought
Bob
someone's
Kelly.
going to get pissed at that. Some Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! Wow! Oh my god, that is really bad. Bobby farted.
I can tell. Wow, that was brutal.
That's a real. That's a fucking. You know what that is? That's a meat fart.
Oh god, yeah.
He does that when he's nervous.
Got like phone lines.
Yeah.
An 800 number.
She's now on the other side of the glass looking in. It's like a fucking.
Was it bad?
It's like a biohazard thing. She should have those sleeves that you put your arms through to do things.
La, 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 la.
Not that sleeves.
I was trying to do that the whole show. I almost shit my pants twice trying to put one on.
That would have been worth it. You gotta take the risk, man.
You gotta take the risk.
How come,
This guy's all about risk.
How come, for instance, this radio show isn't also like?
Jesus! What are you crazy? Why don't you go down the hall and get yourself an office?
Oh, is that a bad idea?
No, it's one of those things that people in
They're
this
just
business,
begging us to leave. Is what it is. Your answer, Otto. They're begging us to leave because
they're forcing us to cultivate other means.
They don't see what this could be in the future. In the future, of course, this should have a visual element. We've been saying it for years.
Element.
And everyone else doing podcasts have the visual element. They're begging us to just fucking leave after this contract.
The online
feed
is constantly broken.
Are gigantic. Yeah. I don't understand.
Why would we stay here if we could do better stuff somewhere else?
The online feed
you're
is
looking
always
forward to the contract being up.
Yes.
I didn't know
if
that.
you need to know.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew you were mad about the deal that they struck, but
whatever. I mean, we had to move on from that, and of course we're mad. They treated us like shit, but we're still just doing radio when there's so much other stuff going on out there, and we went to them with the ideas.
I'm dumb as a bag of hammers. I mean, I knew you guys weren't happy with the last contract, but fuck,
you got guys.
As long as you're in some form, because
you got guys.
A lot of people can't live without you.
You got guys below us that are doing way more because they got the audio and they got the visual.
A visual aspect.
And we used to have the visual, and they took it away from us. We had how many cameras?
Pal Talk cameras all over the place.
I think we had 8
just kind of fun
digital cameras every morning, so
remote
people could
control.
check that out.
We were able to move them around, but for some reason
they just took all that away.
Throw them one of those Sonny Corleone beatings where you smash him in the face with the garbage
pail
can
lid, hit him with the shoe, bite his hand.
Yeah, anything.
Bite his knuckle.
I love it. He's biting his hand.
He's so angry. Half the shots are missing the guy. He's so pissed off. It's the greatest beating ever.
That is a fantastic beating.
There's your answer. You don't even really know this business that well, and you see it.
Yeah.
Everyone sees it, but for some reason.
But why is the online player does not work? I get so many tweets that's happening today.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get them every day. People listen to the online player.
These are adorable.
That plus a fucking visual element would be very good. That's my Diet Coke. I have a smaller bottle of Diet Coke.
A lot of people tweeting that they can't listen online again today. We went to them. I don't know.
We got that problem in the car. Trish loves listening to the show. On the way back from work, she's pissed off. Because the only reason I have fucking Sirius Radio, the only reason is because of Opie and Anthony. Where the fuck is it? And now the guy goes, oh, well, you got to bring, this is a month later, you got to bring the car to the shop. She goes, why did you tell me that a month ago?
What?
Why?
By the way, the fucking web guy, the Sirius website, there's always mistakes, I think. With the time. There are, right?
It's all
really stinks.
Is it true that the replay still has the old channel numbers too, I think?
Really?
I don't know if it's true.
At one point, she was talking to some guy who was in, like, Pakistan about
Bin Laden?
Yeah, exactly.
In all fairness, I might be speaking out of turn, because I don't want to get these guys in trouble, but I apologize.
No, because it's everything that airs on this show airs in the replay. So.
Then maybe it's coming from somewhere. Maybe it's the online feed they didn't change.
Could be. I don't know what runs on the online.
I bet you it's the online feed that they didn't change up.
I think that fucking web, there's so many mistakes on the website. Like, from what I've, like, people keep saying that this is wrong, that's wrong.
Who cares?
The Boneyard Facebook page is no good.
Fine. Everything's good.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's not true.
Everything's fine and dandy.
I love the picture in the office of Richard Dreyfuss.
How great is that?
You're sitting next to him, and you're like some hooligan who's trying to sneak into the frame.
Oh, the photobomb. We photobomb each other.
We've been fucking everybody's photos
We've
up
been
in this
photobombing for a couple of years now.
Purposely taking a bad shot.
We've actually had some good shots that people get, like, someone in the background. We got to Photoshop them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we photobombed
ends
the
up
shit
being
out
a
of
good
everybody.
picture.
we just fucking suck. Dreyfuss was awesome.
Yeah.
But he came in for that dumb
was it
Poseidon Adventure, yeah.
Yeah, Poseidon.
He knew it sucked too.
Really? He did?
Yeah.
Did he say it outright? Or?
No, he couldn't.
We almost got him in for the Jaws ripoff. He did. I think he was sick because he was going to come back.
He was in Piranha.
Oh, fuck.
And he was actually Matt Hooper.
Really?
In Piranha.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
No, but that was supposed to be
ruining
a
the
goof.
character.
Going into that movie, it was a goof.
What about Bob? He was great.
It was supposed to be campy. Yeah, shit.
He's full of turkey.
Bob.
What about Bob?
I loved What About Bob.
Hysterical.
He's fat. Oh, sorry.
All right. My favorite line, Bill Murray's eating the corn. He goes, is this corn hand shucked? Question out of nowhere.
What About Bob is a fucking fine film.
Oh, yeah, it's hysterical, right?
It's great.
Yeah.
This corn hand.
Fucking Tony Soprano's fat sister is in it. The hooker who
I hate her.
Yeah, and he's
fuck it. Okay.
He has to spray the phone with Banaka before he takes the receiver.
Why?
He's germaphobe. He's funny.
I got to interrupt because we started this. We didn't even do this on the air, but this Chinese premier's got game. He's playing hoops on a 6-foot hoop.
Oh yeah, the hoop. It's
Have you seen
the
this
Chinese
video yet?
premiere. He's with a bunch of kids and he's showing off his mad skills at basketball.
Good
And the hoop has got to be at the
Maybe
highest
6.
6 feet.
Maybe 6 feet.
And he's doing layups.
Right.
He can't even fucking. He can't even dunk. It's only 6 feet.
Stubborn fidget.
75 cases of horse herpes now. But I like the story because they show this chick with the braces.
Yeah.
Mounted Posse Junior Queen contest had to pony up with sticks.
Well, it's kind of weird, but you can't really help that the disease is going around.
75 or more cases of horse herpes.
Who's this fucking
in 9
lisping woman?
states. Nope, horses don't give people
Moe's or
herpes,
whatever.
just
Terrible.
other
It's been around
horses, and it's
forever.
often fatal. But a stick horse sticks around.
She was the one that got us fucked for the voyeur
A
book.
stick horse sticks around.
She's the one that got us fucked
Sticks
for the
around. I'm John
Actually, long
Montana.
before horse herpes at ranch rodeos like the Western Heritage Classic in
Over
Texas.
enunciation.
I didn't know this was going on. This is like the beauty pageants, huh?
Yeah, this looks like some kind of Western beauty
Instead of
pageant.
shaking a
look
stick,
at
they
Timothy,
pretended a stick
yay. They spin in a circle after he throws his hat up in the air. He always gets chafed on his thighs. You gotta put Earl on him and some lotion.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
Yeah, he likes when you put the little bit of lotion on the thighs. Because they was chafing from his little hobby horse stick.
I haven't met Uncle Paul yet.
Yes, you have.
It's a new one?
No, when you was a boy, I used to come over.
Oh.
I used to massage your back.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, is it illegal to hire a hooker if you're not going to have sex with her?
Why?
No, it's not because they say
I want to do that like for the compound thing. I wanted to hire a hooker,
No, it's not
have her
all.
come in, and then just have a horrific interview with her about like how she got into doing that.
Yeah.
And then
Find
maybe
this
she
work
just takes her
interesting to you?
top off. Yeah. And maybe she just sits there with her top off
Just
or
don't
something.
pay her on camera. Then
No, you
they
can pay
can't
her-
prove that,
Yeah,
that you.
but I would pay.
procured her.
It would just be like a guest fee for the show.
Yeah,
I'd be like, here, I'm paying you to appear on my program.
I would speak to an attorney before.
Yeah?
take legal advice from a ventriloquist.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, Otto did say.
Yeah.
Didn't we should just do that on our show.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't fucking let us. Is what it is. We can't be hiring. The lawyers say that even though it's completely legal, the lawyers have said that we don't want your show to be good.
Those guys talk like Anthony Weiner down the hall, don't they?
Yeah.
Kind of right on the fence, don't answer anything.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Weiner thing? Are you following Wienergate?
Wienergate? No.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
not.
politician that fucking tweeted his
another
fucking
word for
boner
zipper.
in his underwear.
He did? Okay.
Yeah. For some chick.
Okay, sir.
I guess you
And he's
didn't want to
denying
win.
it. He said it got
You
hacked.
do want to win or you don't want to win? It's fucking weirdos.
He said his Twitter got hacked and it wasn't him. But now it's starting to look like he was following some people that he probably shouldn't have been.
Anyone that has Twitter knows it's bullshit.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck
That wouldn't be.
I may have been wrong, by the way. Twitter just corrected me.
What happened?
Some guy goes, stop talking about bullet ants. The black is from ash to protect them, sort of. Doesn't work. So I may have been incorrect.
No. Oh, sorry. I heard that the black thing is to make them bite.
Yeah?
Whatever it is, I was wrong saying it was from the poison.
Yeah.
Could be ash to make him bite.
They're saying that helps make them bite. I don't think they.
Fucking
It seems like
custom
they don't
anyway.
need to fucking.
Dumbass
they need
custom.
help to bite.
Exactly.
They're encased in a glove. They're already cranky.
You know how annoyed an ant is?
Yeah.
They hate being in gloves. The mittens, they're very passive in mittens.
Yeah.
They like mittens?
They do, because they're in a half circle, and that calms the ant.
Yeah.
There's a half circle. There's something about it.
Do you believe they're pixelating the underwear shot?
Oh, I thought that was his pubes popping
No,
out.
they were pixelating.
Pushing forward.
Lewd pic of man in underwear sent from
Team
Representative Weiner.
Talking about for a couple of days. I'm not going to allow it to decide what I talk about for the next
that's the Weiner
week or the
dude?
next
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Wow.
The objective of the person who is doing the mischief is to try to distract me from what
And
I'm
that's
doing.
his good
I
side.
made a decision. I'm not going to let it happen today.
Weiner's refusal to.
looks like a pile of fire ants.
He refuses to answer any more questions.
But he did deny it.
I want you to tell me what's my best profile.
Yeah.
It's the honeymoon. You didn't make that up.
Oh, no, of course I didn't. Chip, thank you.
Oh, he's got a horrible nose, huh?
That is some schnoz.
God, politicians are just.
They're the worst, aren't they?
Yeah.
They can't answer one fucking question.
Do you like that scene?
No. I hate it.
Everybody wants to get into the act.
Douche chill. Think he's being endearing.
That Michael J. Fox scene, that's really uncomfortable. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Where he's doing the fucking
Kirk Douglas and Michael J. Fox, when Michael J. Fox is playing the nephew,
Jimmy
trying to
Durante
entertain his
impression.
uncle,
is
by
it
doing
bad?
it.
His uncle's in a wheelchair or some
awful.
shit.
It's humiliating.
It's trying to be touching, but it's just
so
sucky.
Do you get embarrassed when you see that?
Yes, I don't even.
You don't like a rink-a-dink-a-doo?
No, I don't. It's horrible.
Uh-oh.
He's in a wheelchair and he's trying to make him feel better. Is that what the whole thing is?
Yeah, instead of fixing his legs. Those pristine sneakers.
Fucking Alex Rodriguez never smiles. Fucking guy.
Should.
Cheater is
On
such
the
a
way to the
likable
bank.
guy. And he's like a villain. Fucking Rodriguez.
Villain.
Isn't he?
Oh, is this
With a
it?
smile
Yeah,
once.
here it is.
Okay.
That's the best that's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a horrible
It
copy.
feels so much better.
It's the only way we can find out.
This is Jimmy Durante.
I can't watch this.
No.
I can't watch this. This is so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He's going up the steps.
Yeah.
Oh.
You should only get cancer. I hope you get cancer.
A shake-a-doo, a shake-a-doo.
I dropped the lemonade on the floor again. I knock everything off the table. A ra-cha-cha. That's the sound China makes when it's hitting the floor. A ra-cha-cha-cha. Yes.
fucking awful movie this is.
This is awful.
What made you think of this? This is terrible.
Fucking hate Jimmy Durante.
I hate cartoons. Can't these fucking stroke victims stay out of films and stop depressing everybody? Fucking crawling through a fucking coffin and die already. Making movies. Depressing everyone.
Yeah, we gotta. Oh, that's right. Look at the time.
Meeting time.
Holy fuck on a stick.
Well,
language.
Otto, this was a great hour and a half, sir.
Yes.
Fucking killed it.
Otto.
OttoandGeorge.com. Otto and George on Twitter.
Yeah, look for this pig roast. I don't have any website for it yet. I'm going to be at Bananas July 9th in Hasbrook Heights, too.
Ooh.
Fucking
The great
very
Otto
slow
and
summer.
George.
Right.
But things are happy. Oh, I'm doing something with that Coke Logic guy, too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's going to be
good.
Yeah,
Hopefully
he's great,
it involves a gym.
He's great, right?
He's a big boy.
Is he a big fat pig?
Hopefully it involves a gym.
Exactly. He's a big boy.
I gotta feed him and clothe him. Is he a real
He's
wanker?
very talented.
He sure is.
He really
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
He's
Do you have any
Very good.
aerial photographs of him? Oh, God.
Noinker. Let's get the fuck out of here. I got a goddamn meeting or some shit.
What was the last word that was said today? That ought to hold the little fuckers.